Smart women do this to melt an avoidant, without chasing or losing self-respect. When it comes to avoidant men, most women make the same emotional mistake without even realizing it, because they try harder, explain more, and chase closeness in a way that actually pushes the avoidant further away instead of bringing him closer. And the truth that almost nobody tells you is that avoidants don't respond to pressure, emotional intensity, or constant reassurance. They respond to emotional safety, distance without abandonment, and connection without feeling controlled or trapped. A smart woman understands something very different from the beginning. She doesn't try to chase an avoidant into loving her. She instead creates a space where he slowly feels safe enough to come closer on his own terms. Because the avoidant nervous system is not built for emotional pursuit, it is built for emotional escape, and the moment they feel someone is demanding too much too soon, they instinctively withdraw, even if they genuinely like the person. So the first thing a smart woman does is she slows down her emotional energy without becoming cold, distant, or unavailable. She simply becomes balanced, grounded, and emotionally steady, so the avoidant no longer feels overwhelmed by her presence. She does not flood him with constant messages, emotional check-ins, or repeated attempts to define the relationship, because she understands that consistency is more powerful than intensity when dealing with someone who fears emotional closeness. Instead of chasing reassurance, she gives space and allows silence to exist without panic, because she knows that avoidants often come back into emotional contact when they feel no pressure and no emotional demand pulling them. And in that space, something very interesting begins to happen. The avoidant starts to notice her absence without feeling attacked, and that absence creates curiosity instead of resistance. A smart woman also understands that emotional control is not attractive to an avoidant, so she never tries to force conversations, force clarity, or force emotional vulnerability at the wrong time, even if she deeply wants answers inside. Because the moment an avoidant feels emotionally cornered, they disconnect mentally first and physically later. So she chooses patience over pressure, even when it feels uncomfortable. But this does not mean she becomes passive or emotionless. Instead, she becomes selectively expressive, meaning she shares warmth, humor, and emotional presence in moments where the avoidant is naturally open instead of forcing it into moments where he is closed. This creates a pattern where the avoidant starts associating her presence with calmness rather than pressure, and that emotional association is what slowly softens his defenses over time. Another powerful thing a smart woman does is she does not overinvest emotionally before there is real consistency.